the second part, which is this one, it's going to be a little bit more complicated than the first one. So also we're going to leave this one to, sort of leave this lip over here for it. So I'm going to take this one, let's just slide this one back a little bit. So press E, and then let's align it with this side. Let's move it forward a little bit like that. And what is next? Let me see. I want to have it reach over here, so it should reach just this area right here. So the bottom area is here. We want to have it move up in this side like that. So we'll take all of these up to that one. Let's delete those vertices and see. Alright, so that is pretty close, I think. Yeah, it's pretty close, but we have to move things a little bit more around to, make this look much better. Let me see what happens if I dissolve this edge right here. So it makes it a little bit more rounded, but we need to make it more rounded. So I'm going to move this around. Yeah, so that helps a little bit. I'm going to move it down a little bit more. Move this up just a little bit more like that. Alright, nice. Very nice. So what I want to do now is, let's try to sharpen this up a little bit more. So I'm going to take all of these. Let me just take this one. Press G twice, press E, and I'll line it with that side. And pull it closer to it. To about there. And I'll add in one more in the middle. I'm going to do the same thing here. Press G twice, E. Move it closer to it like that. Add in one more in the middle like that. And we're going to do one more up here. So let me just use this one, press E and then F. Move it closer to it. Add one more in the middle. So you can see it looks a lot like it now in the reference image. Alright, so with that done, let's take all of this. Let's get onto front view. And mine seems a little bit more bigger, but we can keep it that way. It's not really going to make much of a difference, so we'll just keep it that way. So let me get into front view now. I'm going to press F, and let's insert the faces just a little bit like that. Press X and delete the faces. And I'm going to take all of these, and I think it moves in the y-axis, or does it move in these axes instead? I think we should move it in the y-axis. So E and then Y, pull it in the y-axis, a little bit like that. E and then Y again, a little bit like that, and pull it in all the way like that. So press Ctrl and plus, just like we did with the previous one. Go into the group and remove it from group 2. Is it group 2? I think it's group 1. Yeah, group 1. So remove it from group 1 like that, and add in 1 in here as well, and assign it to group 1. So you can see that gives us that nice looking bevel. I'm going to take this one, press G twice, hold Control, and pull it in a little bit like that. Press G twice, and pull it out just a little bit more like that. That is not good news. That is not good news. So let me see. Maybe if you assign this at 0.1 or something, it should help with it a little bit. Nope. Let's try 0.5. Assign. Still nothing. 0.7. Assign. This is helping a little bit, but not too much. Let me try 1. Of course 1 will do it. But you can see it's doing it too much. So just like we did with the front area, let me just take this one. Okay, I want to dissolve this edge right here, and let's dissolve this one right here as well. So we're going to take this, I want to press Alt and S, just like we did with the front. I want to scale this in or fatten it up in the middle like that, just so it looks something like that. I want to move it in the X axis, so this side comes out more like that, just a little bit. Yeah, so that is looking great now. So I'm going to take all of this and delete the vertices. I'm going to take this and extrude it in the y-axis even further. Oh, let's fix this first. So let's take this, press G twice, slide it here, G twice, slide it up to there. Pretty sure the same problem in each of the corner. So let's try to fix it for all of them. So G twice here, G twice downwards. So let's take this one out, press E and then Y, and pull it in like that. So I'm just going to pull it in the X axis just a little bit more. Alright, so you can see this is looking almost great now. What can we do? What can we do? What can we do now? Let me see what happens if I try sliding this in there. So that causes some problems, but let's just keep it out there like that. And I really wish we can actually let me add one in the middle here like this, and let's pull it out a little bit. Now let's take all of this and let's remove it. I don't know why that causes problems, but let's try moving it in the Y or in the X axis. Let's try the Y. It's still causing problems. Why is it doing that? So let me dissolve that one. Let me just dissolve it. Do you think we should leave it? No. We can only try to, but let me see, maybe if I put one in here, let me just press, no. Still not helping. What am I gonna do about this part? Let's try bevel. Let's try bevel and see. So let's bevel this and put in 3. Let me assign this one fully. Still doesn't help. Okay, so the bevel doesn't help. Let's get rid of it and let's see. I don't know why this is giving us problems. This is why I like to apply the shrink wrap modifier before adding in these things. You know. So let's apply the shrink wrap modifier because I really don't like seeing this kind of things. So okay. That doesn't help at all. Are we having some imperfections on this? Okay, let's undo the shrink wraps. We'll add them in later. So let's just leave this side like that, and let's see if we can finish this side as well. So I'm gonna go into the front view. Let's finish this side real quick. So pretty much the same distance away on both sides, I think. Yeah, so let me add in one more and then move it up here, and let's take let's see, okay, we're gonna put it next to this one, so let's not follow the blueprint line pretty much. So I'm gonna take all of these here. Let's add one more at the bottom as well, so right there should be good. And let's take all of these, press X and delete the vertices. Don't add the ones in the very end there, and add these ones as well. So press X and delete it. So that should follow it very nicely like that. As you can see, it's looking great. And these ones actually move out like this. So I'm going to try to create that right now. So I'm going to move this here, and just move this in, press G twice and then C, and move this in like that. So it moves out like that, like in a reference photo, like that. So that should be great. And let me see. If I add one in here, it might cause some problems. So let me try. And let me make this one the active element. Press S and then Z, and scale is down to about there. Okay, we fixed that easily. So let's take all of these, press G twice and move it close to it like that. I'm going to do the same thing down here. Take this to slide it here. Take this and slide it even closer like that. So that is looking good. And let me just take this one. Let me dissolve that edge. Dissolve this edge as well. So let's change the selection mode to edge, and let's add in 5. Deselect this and deselect that, and dissolve the rest of the edges like that. So with that done, now we're going to take this one. Let's get onto front view. So we're going to press F to fill the faces, and we're going to insert it just as much as we inserted the one above it. So about somewhere there like that. And I'm going to press X and then save faces like that. So that is looking great. Looking good. So I'm going to take all of these, press E and then Y, pull this in the y-axis like that, and then let's move it in the x a little bit as well, like that. So I'm going to remove this from the vertex group A, so remove. I'm going to press Alt and S to, let me just change the pivoting point to boundary box, Alt and S to share this down to, scale this down to about here, like that. So you can see there's some overlapping going on. Let's try to fix that right away. So I'm going to go into wireframe. Let's get on over here. I'm going to slide this down to here, slide this down to there, and let's slide this around a little bit more. Alright, so to somewhere there. And let me just slide this back like that. So that should look great. It should look the part. And I'm going to add one in here. I'm going to take all of these and remove it. So that is also going to give us some problems, but we'll fix that later, like I said. So yeah, all of this is looking great now. So all that is left is this area right here. I think we can do that right now. That area is just flat as it goes in here, so all we can actually do is let's see, if I take is this middle one right here. So let's take all these, including the one at the back there. Oh no, we leave the one at the back and let's delete these vertices right here. Alright, so let's finish this off. Let's take all of these vertices now and take all of these as well. I want to press space and type in bridge, okay, and select bridge edge loops to fill that space in like that. So right over here, what we're going to do is let's take this vertex right here and hide it, okay? So we're going to press Ctrl and R3 here, press E, and then F, and then add that in here. So with that done, we're going to take 1, 2, and 3. With that one being the last, we're going to press Alt and M and merge it at the last, like that. So we're going to take all of these now and dissolve it. Now we're going to move up here, add another one in here, press E to align it with that side, and add in pretty close like that. So press Alt and H to bring everything back. Take these two, press Alt and M, and merge it at the center. So just move things around until you see that the space between them is as equal as the others, like that. So with that done, we're going to do the same thing with this edge down here. Okay. So what we're going to do first, let's move things around over here. Okay, let's dress this up. It's a little bit off. So I'm just going to dress things up like that. Let me move this down as well. Move this down just to make things look a little bit much better, like that. So I don't know, I'm thinking like we should add one more in here, so let's do that. So let's just put one more in the middle there, like that, because you can see there's nothing there and it seems to be shrink wrapping onto something there. So we'll just add one in there. Now let's take this one and dissolve it for now. Okay, so we'll dissolve that one for now, and let's go into edit mode. Let's add in a loop cut through the middle here to here, and let's take these two and press F just once, like that. And let me see, we should add in one more over here as well, and then take these two and press F once to add it in over there, like that. So what I want to do now, let me just slide this back a little bit. No, not there, a little bit back like that. So with that done, I'm going to take this and I'm going to hide this. I'm going to press Ctrl and R3 here, press E. So align it with this side like that. Let's press Ctrl and R3 here as well, press E, and then F. Align it with this side, and let's press Alt and H. So I'm going to take 1, 2, 3. With that one being the last, I'm going to press Alt and M and choose at last, like that. So you can see it's kind of wrapping around it like that, going to the other side. Now I'm going to take these two as well, press Alt and M and choose at last, like that. And then let's just move things around to make things look much better. So you can see what I'm doing here right now. So I'm just going to move this in the Z, in this axis like that. So that is looking great. Now finally we're going to take these two right there and press F to fill in that space. That is what we wanted to do. Now let me just go into wireframe. I'm going to take all of these, select that vertex, hold Ctrl and Shift, and select all of these ones. Let's remove it from the vertex group 001. Let's remove it. Now let's get rid of this vertex group here. We don't need it anymore. So just remove it from that group. Let the rest be in there. And here's what we're going to do. We are going to go into object mode. Let's go to the modifiers button, and then let's copy this and apply it. And then we're going to copy this as well and apply it. So copy each of the shrink wrap and apply it, each and every single one of them, like that. So once we've done that, we're going to take these very edges here at the very end here, and let me see, excluding these ones. So do not select these ones. excluding those ones, and we're going to remove it from the vectors group 001. Remove like that. And let's see if we can do the same with the one in the middle here. Again, not the ones on the very end here, and remove that as well. So remove it from group 001, and that should be good. So you can see how nice that is looking, pretty close. Let me just press Alt and S. I don't know if that is a good idea. Let's just leave it there. Let's leave it there like that. So we're gonna go over here as well. I'm pretty sure this should fix this now, this stubborn area that we were struggling with. So let's just remove that. I'm pretty sure that should fix it. So just remove it from group 001. Did it? Oh, we didn't shrink wrap this. You know what? Assign it. Let's assign it right now. We didn't shrink wrap it, so let's shrink wrap each and every single one of them right now by assigning it. And let's just copy the shrink wrap and apply again, each of them. So take this one, copy and apply, out of edit mode, apply, and I'll take this one as well, copy and apply, like that. So with that done, we can now take them and remove them from the group, and it should look great. So remove, and let's put one in here. Oh, let's get rid of it. We'll keep it that way. So that looks great. Let's move over here as well. We're going to take this and we're going to remove it like that. So you can see that worked very nicely. It's not giving us that problem anymore. We're going to move here as well. We're going to take all of these and remove it from it like that. So that is looking awesome. You can see the bumper is looking very good now. Very, very great. So in case you didn't actually increase the guide mesh subdivision surface to 4 like we've been doing before, try to do that right now. Okay, take each of the guide mesh, the one that we shrinked in and the one that we shrinked out, the one that is shrinking this side and the one that is shrinking this side, and change each of the subdivision surface modifier to 4 to get a much smoother surface like I have right now. So yeah, this is what I wanted to achieve. I don't know about this one. I think we should assign this one though. So let's deselect all of these. And let's assign it. Let's keep it assigned. I think it looks great assigned. Yeah, so let's keep it assigned like that. So that's pretty much what I wanted to achieve, and I don't think there's anything else to do. Is there? Not really. Yeah, so that is pretty much it for the bumper. Just like the other meshes, we are not going to solidify it yet, but I'm just going to do one more thing. That is to let me take all of these over here, and let me just deselect these ones, including this. And how do I do this? I don't know. I'm going to do this, but let me see if I can extrude it in the y-axis like this. So I press S and then Y and type in 0. And then let's move this in the y-axis to somewhere here. I don't know if that is a good idea. Let me move it. Okay, it might actually work. So now I'll just press Ctrl and R3 here, and I'll press E and then F. First off, let me take all of these, make this the active element, and I'm gonna let me deselect these ones, including this, and let's change the pivoting point to active element. Press S and then X, and then let's scale this into about here. I'm going to press Ctrl and R, press E to align it with that side like that, so we have it. Let me move it out to there. I'm going to take all of this and delete the vertices like that. So with that done, I'm going to add in loop cuts through here, press E to align it with that side, and add one more in the middle. So I'm going to take these two and press F until we fill that whole area like that. So all of these is not going to be in there. All of these not going to be in there, so I remove that, including the ones here. So select this vertex and let's go all the way to here and select this one. Okay, to select all of that row, all of that faces there, and remove them as well like that. So all I needed was a flat ledge over here, which I have achieved, but I'm just going to do one more thing, that is to, let me see, let me take all of these and let's remove those as well. So remove. Yeah, so I don't know if that was a good idea. But it might actually not have been, or maybe it was. I'm just adding a final one here, press E and then F. I want to move that up pretty close to it like that. So yeah, that should be good. I'm just gonna assign this one fully to the mesh or the shrink wrap like that, and that should be great. So you can see what I did here. Now this shouldn't be a problem because it's not really showing anything over there, but if we want to fix that, I think we can just take these ones and press G twice, and then we just, let's just leave it like that. We'll have the subdivision surface take care of that. So yeah, that pretty much does it for the bumper. This is what I wanted to achieve at the back here to make it look much better, and you can see it's looking really great. So let's see how it looks with the other panels. So I'm just going to press Alt and H to bring everything back, and you can see it's sitting on it very nicely. Sorry about that noise. You can see it's sitting on it very nicely, just the way we wanted it to. Let me just get into wireframe. I want to take this one though. So I want to take it from here. Is that the one? No, from here all the way to here. I want to press S and then Y and type in 0. Okay, just so it is straight up and down flat like that. Very nice. Like that. So you can see what I tried to do there, and it's looking even better. So let me take a look at it in local view. Yeah, so just try to achieve that as well, so everything will look very nice on your model as well. So I know this is a lot of vertices, but this is what you end up with when you're trying to create a lot of holes in a tiny piece of mesh, and with all these details and stuff, you will definitely end up with a lot of vertices unless you plan on actually making it very low poly, and then everybody sees it and is like, oh yeah, this is definitely low poly. Then you can actually try to cheat a little bit, but my aim is to actually achieve a high poly mesh, and I don't really mind, but we can actually reduce the subdivision surface to 1, and I think things will still look good, as you can see. So we can reduce it to 1 and things will still look great. But if we put it off, this is what you get for a low poly mesh. So you can go with something like this for low poly, and then you can just dissolve some of these things because now there is no subdivision surface, so you can get rid of something like this and it won't cause any problems. You can get rid of many other edges in here in case you're not applying any subdivision surface. So yeah, I'm just going to enable my subdivision surface level 2, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So you can see this is coming out really great. In the next video, if we don't solidify the bumper, we might actually work on a rear bumper instead. So I'll see you guys in the next video. I think we have in total 457,000 vertices. Yeah, so that is still good. We should try not go beyond 1 million, and I don't think we will. So I'll see you guys in the next video.